The St. Louis Cardinals released their City Connect uniforms, and they're terrible. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Reds fan. I'm saying that because they are technically terrible. They're bland. They're boring. Holy crap. Did they just miss the mark and make the most vanilla, awful, most boring City Connect that has come out ever?
I think you went a little easy on them. No, I completely agree. A lot of times I'm in the middle, but especially we'll start off with the main logo on the hat, the STL. It looks like they're in a penal league. Nothing about that is exciting. It could be a very easy. Why not take the patch that they have on their left or right sleeve? Their right sleeve doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They have the Fleur de Lis or whatever it is. That St. Louis Fleur de Lis, and the arch that looks like a much better front insignia than what the STL is.
Couldn't agree with you more, pal. It just looks like someone went copy paste.
Yeah, like I've had to turn in projects, early too, or I've forgotten about dates. This definitely feels like, oh, when's it due? And then like, oh shit, tomorrow? Like it's so very basic. And like, I'm not saying basic is wrong.
No.
There's a lot of great basic stuff that I really enjoy, but this just feels like they took so little time with it. I do like the texture thing. Like, it's very subtle. They have, like, this wave thing going on that you can't really see.
Yeah, but it's the river, and they've done that with so many other uniforms outside of baseball, too.
True.
Like, Nike did that with FC Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. Or, sorry, Adidas did that with FC Cincinnati with, it's the river kit, and it looks way better than this.
True.
This is just, someone went, hey, can we put some squiggles and some pinstripes?
Yeah, and they have the Lou is what they're calling it on front. So they have a very similar font to their standard Cardinals font, but the way it looks like it's just kind of peeling off the front. Like it kind of the T and the wraps around the bat a little bit, and the L just starts to kind of fall off. Visually, it's extremely upsetting. And I think the birds are talking about how they each want to kill themselves for being on such a disgusting logo. Do you not care about your fan base?
Clearly not. Nike could give two shits.
No.
It's the same chest logo with worse font.
Yeah, much less consideration put into like the spacing of the font. It's garbage through and through. The only thing that would be a redeeming factor is that little patch that they have that seemed to be like the afterthought of what should have been reverse all that. Have all the big stuff they put so little time into, but the little side patch, I think they should have built something around that.
Yeah, that's fantastic, and I agree with you there. Like if that was, even if it was just the fleur de lis and the STL as the logo on the hat, that would have been even better than just the awful prison league hat.
Totally. I thought they were going to do some more with the arch. Like that's what I felt they were going to do for it. Sure. And they completely went an opposite way of just like, no, we'll do nothing.
Yeah. Well, the thing, okay, I will give them credit because a lot of people were commenting and saying that they liked it because they're wrong, but they're like, man, I'm really glad they didn't lean into the arch. I'm really glad they didn't lean into it.
Do you think it's like way overdone for them?
Probably. I would have to assume. I mean, anytime you watch a sporting event and it's in St. Louis, what is the first shot you see?
Yeah, the arch.
Yeah. And in the video, I think they barely touched on it in the hype video. What they did touch on, though, was the toasted ravioli. And they touched on the Emo's pizza. Like, they did some of that stuff and, like, the blues culture and
that would have been so much better, like blues.
Dude, yeah. If they could have incorporated that a little bit more instead of just being like, here's the river. Check it out.
You guys know it's there. We stink.
Here's the same font that we've used forever on the hat. I get it. The birds are iconic, and the birds on the bat is iconic, and you have to do that. But I don't know, maybe a little twist, maybe a little bit of something different.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see a different twist on the birds. They had an opportunity to do something good. I just don't understand why go through the effort if you're just going to kind of skate through it and just piss away an opportunity to do something cool.
Why isn't this navy?
Yeah, dude.
If you would have had that navy and then the squiggle river lines be red, do you know how much better that would have popped?
And not to mention, even if you say you just made that blue and kept everything else the same, that at least is a different look that does seem different, but still coordinates with your standard uniform. This just seems like you got to squint your eyes like, oh yeah, they are wearing something different, I guess.
Yeah, it does look a little different because they've got white for home, they've got cream, they've got baby blue, and then grays for away. So I guess that maybe they've always, they used to have a red jersey, didn't they? At some point, I feel like that was in the late 70s and early 80s. Mm-hmm. Was they had a red pullover jersey.
Yeah, I can see that. But overall, it is just not fun. Visually,
Boring.
There's nothing for you to chew on. And speaking just as a baseball fan, not a Reds fan, objectively, this is garbage.
Yeah. It's bad. And one of my favorite jokes I saw, just everyone posting around, is like, why would you call yourself the loo? Isn't that what you call a toilet?
Ah, there we go.
And I'm like, oh, it makes sense because these are shit.
They are shit.
They're
and it's
terrible.
like a little bit of a French thing there, too. The loo. Perhaps.
Yeah. It's just not good. But, the in-betweens we've gotten, like some really good ones, and then we've gotten some really bad ones. This is the one where it's so boring, it's bad.
Yeah, there's very little to talk about with it. The circle arm patch is the most exciting thing, and they chose that to just make like a little accent mark.
Yeah.
They really should have built around that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even the arch, even if they're bored with it, I still think visually the loo with the same birds, there's just nothing exciting there.
Yeah. Somebody said when they put up the Tampa Bay Ray with the skateboard, when that came out, St. Louis fan page quote tweeted and said, they're probably going to give our Cardinals Glocks.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which I'm like, that would have been awesome. Not happening.
Yeah, they all got like bandanas on, flashing gang signs.
One of the birds has a Band-Aid under its eye.
Oh, that'd be good. Oh my God, what if they just did like Nelly? That's all. They did like a Nelly hat.
Oh, dude, that would have been sick.
I would have bought one. Even like the fried ravioli, dude. I'd love a minor league team, the fried raviolis.
Yeah.
Get out.
That would have been so sick. Mm-hmm. I feel like, they missed it there, where a lot of people are like, with our City Connects, are like, how do you not incorporate a cheese coney? It's like, next time. Mm-hmm. Next time. We'll get another one. We'll get a new one in like 3 years. Mm-hmm. So, but I would have to say this is a bottom third. I think I might say this is the worst one. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's the worst one.
I'm going to say this is at the basement for me.
This and then like the Los Dodgers, the first City Connect, where it was just blue jersey, blue pants, where it was so boring.
Yeah, it kind of looked like more of like a spring training jersey. It didn't look like there was some sort of like overall like big promotion or marketing thing going on. It's just like, oh, that's just like a spring training jersey? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And then you're like, oh, that's blue pants. Oh, we're doing this thing now? We're just going to lean into doing City Connects and not... Okay, got it. Duly noted. So, oh well, another reason to fucking hate St. Louis.
Yep.
Boo. Bad.
Bad.
Very bad.